to my lida.
Discipleship groups, house churches.
O momento do ministério de Jesus muito conhecido nosso, né? Lucas capítulo 5, nós vamos começar. Para que o teu nome seja conhecido de forma tão clara por esse povo, que eles não só tenham Jesus para eles.
Oi, gente, eu tô aqui com o David Parker. Ok, gente, eu tô aqui com o pastor David Bush. Eu vou pedir pra ele se apresentar, eu vou traduzir pra vocês. Ele vai falar um pouquinho pra gente sobre o que realmente é o processo de tradução das Escrituras. Nesse momento aconteceu um fato. Eu falei pra vocês que ia traduzir à medida que ele fosse falando, mas eu fiquei muito empolgada e fiquei muito concentrada na conversa, olha aí, super concentrada, e esqueci de traduzir. Então eu falei pra ele, eu vou traduzir. Aí eu fiz uma tradução, mas eu, quando estava editando, preferi apenas colocar aqui a parte que ele vai falando pra vocês.
I'm so happy to have this chance to speak a little about missions. My name is David Bush, and I am with Pioneer Bible Translators. I'm also serving as an elder and pastor in a church in America.
What do you do with Pioneers?
Pioneer Bible Translators, what I do is, first I'm involved with advising Scripture impact. In other words, I advise and teach about Scripture impact. And I'm also a trauma healing facilitator. I'm a coach and trainer for the deaf that join Pioneer Bible Translators.
I wanted to explain a little bit about how is the process of translating the Scripture and how it comes into conclusion.
The first thing is our primary strategy with all the work is prayer. Even though our organization is about translation, we don't feel that the translation is finished until lives are transformed from the translation. When we finish a translation, we take it out to churches, if there are churches there, take it out to schools. They allow Bibles to be in their schools. And if there are missionaries there, of course, no matter what group, we give it to the missionary. But we would stay until we made sure that people are reading and their lives are being changed from reading the Scripture in their heart language. If there are no churches or missionaries or hardly any Christians in the area, then we will start discipleship groups or house churches. And we will do it ourselves. Pioneer Bible Translators actually has church planters, and we have discipleship makers, and we have literacy workers, and even trauma healing. We have lots of Scripture impact jobs that help to get the word into the local language of the people. We do not start a project until we do a survey. When we hear there is a language group with nothing written in their language, no Bible, nothing written. We send a surveyor out to that language group. We want to make sure that if we do a translation, that when we finish, there will people that will read it. To give you an example, if we go out to the area and we find that the young people are not speaking the language of their parents, and they don't use that language, and if the meetings are not in that language, maybe they're in the language of a wider communication, like Swahili or French, not in their language, then we won't do a project there because no one will use it. So, but if we find that the young people are speaking the language in their homes, that the local meetings in the area are in their language, that they take a lot of pride in their language, then we will go and do a translation. While the translation is going on, we still start to try to get some of the work, some of the Bible into the hands of the people, like with the Jesus film. In many places, we will translate the book of Luke first, because the movie Jesus was directly from the book of Luke. And so when we finish the book of Luke, we call the Jesus film people, and we make sure there are speakers of the language that's very good at speaking. The Jesus film people come out, and then he reads or he uses the language from the film. And then when we finish that, we can show that to people, and they're excited because they're seeing a movie about Jesus in their language. And then we continue with the rest of the translation. They're excited when they hear we are finished with the New Testament. They want copies now. So that is generally the things we do. We may use other things besides Jesus film. We don't always wait until we're finished before we do scripture impact. Sometimes we do it throughout the translation.
Okay.
Key is making sure that the people's lives are being changed because of Jesus. The lives are being transformed from the translation. I'm going to add something at the end. I want to thank Mara. She has been a blessing to me and to many people here, helping us with translation from English to Portuguese. Thank you. You have to say it.
Ok. Então ele está dizendo, eu vou adicionar uma coisa no final. Eu quero agradecer a Mara, porque ela tem sido uma grande ajuda aqui pra gente, ajudando com tradução de materiais. E eu queria só agradecer.
God bless you and thank you.
Deus abençoe vocês.